Shar, and I single-hand my Pacific Seacraft Prelog 34. Come join our adventures on the open sea. Okay, so if you all remember, this was last video was she got hauled out, or is being hauled out at Bock Marine, and they're preparing her, looking her over to pressure wash her bottom, and she has not been out of the water for over 2 years. She's looking good. She looks really good for being in the water for over 2 years. The anti-fouling paint, there is no hard growth on her, just what we call mud, slime. It's soft growth. It's just basically very easy to get off the boat, to scrape off or pressure wash, but no hard crustacean. There is some on my rudder, not on the rudder, but on the propeller and on the shaft, and also on the gudgeon. There is also some growth there. It's a bronze connecting point from the bottom of the rudder to the skeg. But she looks good. I am impressed, really. Hey, I am back. We're on the hard, and it's day 8th rather of my birthday month celebration. So day 8th. So happy birthday to me, day 8th. So I'm down here on the ground right now, and some things have happened today and yesterday that has been done by the marina, or the marine, by Bock, and we still have to progress a little bit more with everything, but I'm going to turn you around here. Okay, so there's Blue Dancer. They've sanded her bottom, except for where the stands are and where the blocking is, and I'm going to paint her. So I still have to sand the boot stripe up there. I am going to have somebody, I don't have time to do it, I am going to have somebody probably polish the hull, the freeboard up there, because they can do it faster, quicker than I did, and I still have work to do here. So this is my rudder. We had to drop it because we have to drill a hole through the rudder like this one, okay, like this one, that has to go through, and then it has to go through, where did it go? Oh, it's under here. So it has to go through here. This is my tiller for the autopilot, okay, and the autopilot connects to that. So this bolt, it has to have this long bolt here, right there. It's got to go through there. So, and then this here is the stuffing box for the rudder post. This thing right here, up there, okay? And then this comes apart, and then there's these wax rope, flaxen, they call it flax. So the flax rope, it's waxed, and that goes in there compressed, and it's supposed to keep it water sealed. Okay, as you can see, I had to have a little leak from somewhere coming up past it, because I really think these are 1/4, and I think I have to have 5/16. So I'm going to order 5/16, and I'm going to order the 1/4, because I really think it needs to be 5/16, because I'm getting salt, see? So that means there's a slight leak as far as like when the boat, you know, raises up in the water this way, or you keel over quite a bit. I mean, there's water that can go up here, okay, around this thing right here, okay. These are spacers. There's two of these. So there's one still on the rudder right there, and they're not cheap. They were made at Pacific Seacraft for me, and Steve makes them, and they're made out of some kind of material that he uses. So, okay, so that's where we are on this part. On this side, as you can see, it's sanded. You can see why I've got to really sand the boot stripe, because it's just starting to get pitted, and so it's lifting, especially along this edge right here, as you can see. So I've got to sand that and do all that crappy stuff. And I have to, oh, what I was saying about the zinc, cone zinc here goes here. My zincs look really good. So these are the zincs I took off here. So they look really good, really, not bad. I mean, if I wasn't on the hard, I wouldn't change these two. I would probably change these because this goes real quick. You can see how it goes real quick on the screw part. But and that's what it's for. It's supposed to be sacrificial. So here's my max prop, and I've got to grease it. There's fittings in here, so I got to clean that out and use my gun that I have special for this and the grease, and grease it, and clean all this off here, and clean this. This is bronze, and this is bronze here, and then this goes down here, the gungeon. I never say it right, but it goes here, and then that spacer goes there, and then this part of the rudder drops into here, and then there's 4 bolts that go through here, and you can see that's where my teardrop one goes, zinc, okay. The collar one goes here, and the cone goes here. So so that's that part right now, and then I've got the paint ordered for the bottom. I just got to figure out what I need. I got to do a couple spots. I've got to do the undercoat again, the barrier coat, this gray. That's why they don't sand it past this gray. As soon as they see the gray, that's where you stop. So there's a couple places I need to smooth out and put some barrier coat in there. Barrier coat up here. But the bottom looks really good. There was no hard stuff on it, really. The only place there was hard shells or hard growth was where this, which was done 2 years ago, for some reason the bottom coat, the anti-fouling coat, did not adhere to it. So this is basically what you're seeing right here is the barrier coat. So I've got to go and touch that up some. I need to touch that up too, there. And I might have to rough this up a little bit. You know, put a coat on it and then rough it up. Because that might have been why this didn't stick to it. It was too smooth. So we'll figure that out. All right, be back. Morning, everyone. It's been a while. So I am in Bock Marine at the off the ICW in Beaufort, and working on my boat. So my boat is presently a high-rise. We are on the hard, and so today I'm just going to show you some different projects I've been working on, and one of them right now, I've done multiple projects. Just to tell you, let's see, what have I done? Oh, paint the boot stripe, I'll show you that later. Also dropped the rudder, drilled a hole into the rudder post for the autopilot tiller arm. Did multiple things. I've let out the anchor, remarked the chain for the depths, number of feet that the chain is out. Let me see. Getting ready to do, oh, I did the bottom paint, the hull paint for the anti-fouling. Painted the companionway slat boards. There's just a bunch of other stuff I've done so far. My list has moved from all my post-it notes to a few post-it notes over on the done side. So here we go. We're going to see what we're doing right now. I'm working on. So right now, oh, Cleena is visiting. So right now, I was going to take this hatch out, and now I'm not, because I have to devise a system to take it out, and I don't have enough time to deal with that right now. So that'll probably be a spring project. But for now, I'm just going to seal around it just to make sure it doesn't leak around the seal. I have this one hatch, and then I'll be doing the other hatch. Oh, another thing I've done, you'll see this unusual cover over my mainsail. That is because my canvas work is all being done. It will be done this week coming. So yay, all new canvas. So yeah, so here we are, and Cleena is checking out my work. Besides playing with the tape, jumping in and out. I'm surprised she jumped in there. So yeah, so I'm getting ready to seal this. All right, we'll be back later. Okay, we got one down and one more to go. So it's sealed. Not the best job, but I don't care because it's going to come out anyways next spring. The reason I got to take it out is because it cracked. So I used duct tape. Somebody can't stand on these, and somebody stood on it, and yeah, so you can't stand on it. So it hasn't leaked from that part, so we'll just leave it be for now. Okay, so we're down here on the ground, and the boat is up in the air, and I'm going to show you some things that I've done so far. So here, the rudder, the rudder is back up in place with the hole that's drilled through the posts, and it's back up in place for the tiller arm. And we had to reattach the gudgeon, and then I went ahead and cleaned the prop. I have a max prop, and reapplied new zinc, and put like a coating on here that is crystal prop, which is like speed prop, and we have a new zinc below there. So with the bottom hull all done, that's great. And I also got the boot stripe done. Not really happy with the bottom half of it, but when I can tape the boot stripe, which is going to be better than 7 days or so, 8 or 10 days, then you can put tape on it, and I will tape it, and I will draw a line, a fine line around, sand it a little bit, and put the anti-fouling tape paint around it. Give it that third layer around the water line. We still have to paint underneath the stands and under the blocking of the keel. Has to be done. And yeah, and then I got to do the polishing of the hull, the freeboard. So we can't do any of that until I can tape that boot stripe. So yeah, not a perfect job, but it's as good as it's going to be. This 36-year-old, 37, coming up on 37-year-old boat. So yeah, be 37. Heck, yeah, be 37 next year. And like I said, can't wait till we get the canvas work. I cut down the bimini side to give it more room for the boom to swing across it without rubbing into the bimini top. And I have my solar panels I'll put back up there. And yeah, I've also pulled out all the boards here. And I'm going to sand some of them, glue some of them, and just, I should epoxy them, but I got to glue this here, and then I'm going to paint it, just to keep it clean, easy to clean, and all that other stuff. They just go over the, underneath my settee cushions. There's entrance to storage, and these are the boards that go in it. Okay. So, then the other thing I did, I cleaned the best I could of my, this is Wave Dancer, the dinghy. So she's cleaned inside and at the outside and bottom is clean. So yay on that part. And so I will clean it with this other kind of the bottom, because the bottom was cleaned a while back, but I haven't cleaned it since I turned it over. That'll give it some UV protection, the stuff I'm using. So that's what I'm going to clean it with. And yeah, so now it's time to drag down the cushions inside the boat and start cleaning the cushions. It's going to be a couple nice days, so we're going to get that done before some cold days come. 55 and 40s during the day, so that's going to be cold. All right, catch you later. Bye.